All right, take a break with the kids with one of the most anticipated Disney original movies, Upside Down Magic. It premieres this Friday. We have a live preview coming up after the break. And we're going to take you beneath the surface to a unique art exhibit in Plano. Wait until you see how the artist actually created this art. We're back in 2 minutes.
How good does this sound? There's a place you can keep cool and safely explore the underwater world of coral reefs without leaving North Texas or getting wet and getting your hair wet. The ArtCentre of Plano has reopened, and it's featuring a one-of-a-kind, all-in-the-family art exhibit, and you won't believe what the coral sculptures are made of. Husband and wife artists Christine and Keith Miller and executive art director Susie Jones join us live from the ArtCentre of Plano to tell us more about it. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's just get right to the show and tell part of this. Can you describe the piece that you two are standing in front of right now?
Well, there's the thing that really inspired the coral reef exhibition is called hyperbolic crochet, and I learned about it in the early 2000s. Margaret Wortham, the Institute for Figuring, came up with a way to physically represent mathematical fractals. And so there's an intersection of geometry and then fiber art, and it just really inspired me to do my own coral reef exhibition.
That is so cool. So that's how you got inspired. How long did it take you to create what we're looking at?
Well, that takes several days. I'm a lifelong fiber artist, and so the first exhibition we had, it took us a year and a half to create the work. And in this exhibit, we have 250 pieces of 2D and 3D art.
Okay, and Keith, we're going to get to your resin paintings in just a second. You guys did decide to collaborate. You were a teacher. What made you guys decide to do this together?
Well, when I got the Texas Discovery Garden show, at first I thought it would all be fiber. But Keith had just begun to play with resin painting, and the minute I saw his paintings, which happened to be blue, I just went, oh my gosh,
Ooh.
No, you need to do the walls and I'll do the sculpture. And so he just got me inspired, and I got down on bended knee and asked him if he would collaborate with me, and luckily he said yes.
Okay, Keith, tell us about those paintings.
Yes, we first saw an artist named Bruce Riley on YouTube, and I just got so taken with his work and wanted to figure out how to do it. So I'd done other types of art, but nothing quite like this. So I started getting into resin, and resin sort of basically it's a clear material, but you can tint it and with a variety of acrylic, oil, alcohol inks, and there's just a lot you can do with them. One of the things I noticed right off the bat is I'd have extra, I'd pour it out onto paper, and then I'd have a skin to work with, and I started working in a collage.
Right. Right.
So
Those are beautiful.
Here's a skin.
Right.
That,
yeah.
I don't know where it'll some skins I make for a piece, and some skins I make just to have, just because I get interested in making them.
Right.
And then they end up in a piece later on.
Listen, you've got another favorite piece that you want to walk over to and tell us about it?
Sure, just hang on.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
So there was a triptych in the original exhibit at the Texas Discovery Gardens that Keith made an additional one for this exhibit, and I have to say it is spectacular. It is, there you go, perfect. So you want to talk about how you did that, Keith?
Okay, so I make all of my own panels, and they're out of MDF, and I prime and paint them. And in this case, I spray painted the background in various shades of blue to create that light area in the middle that creates a lot of depth. Then I'll pour a first layer of resin with quite a number of colors, and And then the second layer of resin becomes more of the collage part, where I embellish and add detail. And the multiple layers create a lot of depth.
They are absolutely beautiful. Listen, I want to pull in the executive director, Susie Jones, here for a second, because Susie, we want to ask you quickly, if people want to come, what kind of safety measures do you have in place? Do you have to wear masks? And what days are you open?
Absolutely. Please, we do ask that everyone wear a mask, and we have hand sanitizer and masks available if someone doesn't have one. And this show will be up through the 26th of September. And we are open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Beautiful, creative pieces. We really appreciate the coolness of all that in our Texas heat is wonderful. Thank you for being with us.
That's right.
Stay safe and healthy
and
creative.
You too.
Thank you.
Thanks.